How much the doctor did tell us. Would rub an abscess in her chin where she, tries to get up and on her chest. This way, being bipedal, she's actually able to walk. And the number one question people ask, well, what about her hips? Are her hips okay? But she has been checked out and her hips are fine.
But, okay, so now how did you teach her to do this? Because this is not natural for a dog.
No, it's not. And,
right.
and I would have to say supernaturally. We prayed about it a lot, and of course we did work with her. But we actually taught her to hop. It was one of our other dogs who taught her to run.
Well, you talked about how you did this in the wintertime and in snow. Explain this for a second.
It had snowed, and we knew that it was going to be cold. If we put the dog outside, she had a choice to make. She could freeze or she could hop. So, but I wouldn't have left her there.
No, I know, of course. So you put her out in the snow, and then she also used the snow to kind of balance herself a little bit.
We don't like to tell people the story, but we did use actually a skateboard at one point, and she fell off a few too many times, and so we tried strapping it to her. We tried all kinds of different ways to show her, movement, show her what it meant to move, what the benefits of movement would be. So when we did put her out in the snow, and she did have to stand up like a rabbit, we were able to get her to hop one time and reward her, hop 2 times and reward her, and then she realized that, hey, if I hop, I'm going to get rewarded.
Gotcha.
So,
and then what after the hopping though? Okay, let me see. Let's storm while yeah. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How do you? What's it? Yeah. Yo, what's up? Tell us about the book. Tell us about the book.
I did have an opportunity to write a book because so many people wanted to hear her story. And I know that to tell a story, you have to tell the story before the story in order for it to be interesting. So she's going to check things out.
Let's go.
So the story itself is about our family, what we went through just prior to getting faith in our lives. And it was tragic, and there was a divorce, and there was a kidnapping, and there was some torture involved. And so we had to get through that before we could actually train Faith to be a natural dog or a normal dog. After we were a family again, we were presented with this gift, our dog, and we had to use our faith, we had to use our community, we had to use our church, we had to use anyone who was willing to help us.
So wonderful. Well, you know what? The most unique dog I've ever seen, and so what's the name of the book so we make sure people go out to the bookstore?
It's called With a Little Faith.
With a Little Faith. It's in a bookstore near you right now. Get up on Amazon.com and get a copy of it.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be back right after this.
I went out in my pajamas, barefoot.